of those that are going to be watching, are interviewing and meeting CEOs and
Yeah.
management teams all the time.
Yeah.
How do you think that, if you could provide us with sort of, here's the three things you should ask for or look for to determine that, look, this CEO, this leadership team has what it takes to manage through a crisis, to be able to see the opportunities. That, you see what I mean?
Yeah. 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 No, I do. And I fully believe actually that all of these books, certainly TDs, certainly Railroader, certainly Gimme a Crisis, the latest one,
Yes.
are case studies on leadership.
Right.
I mean, they could, I'm talking my own
You
book
can
here,
do that.
but
Literally.
yeah, exactly, as they say. But they could be case studies at business schools or for anybody who's trying to look at leadership. But I think you want transparency, you want integrity. That's the top thing. You want integrity. You want honest people. People are going to be honest with you, and you want people who are going to ask penetrating questions. Rick was fantastic at, and still is, at the penetrating question. What is this? Why does this company want to bank with us? Why do they want to leave that other bank? Why is that, term in the term sheet so important to them?
Yes.
What am I missing here? There's a ton of questions, and I list a ton of those kinds of questions that he would have asked, and that the credit team would have asked. Stephen Hart was one of the people who I interviewed quite extensively for the book, and he was the chief risk officer of the bank, previously chief credit officer, and he had a whole other ton of list of questions.
Right.
So it's all that work. It's hard work. It's 24/7.
But it's hard, right? So many meetings are happening Zoom.
Yeah, which he
virtually.
hates.
Right.
Because he likes to walk around. He likes to see people.
Right.
It says, the human reaction is information.
Correct.
If he's across from a guy or a gal and he asks them one of those penetrating questions,
Yes.
and they physically react in a certain way,
100%. Yes.
they might have had their Zoom camera off.
That's right. That's right.
Or, oh, I didn't hear you that time.
We have a document we put together, the 10 things the 10 ways you can know if someone's lying.
Right. Boots on the ground.
Yeah.
And the thing with Hunter, the thing with Rick, the thing with like an Ed Clark or a Keith Gray, who was an executive who built Green Line and gave, bought Waterhouse for them, gave them the money to buy Canada Trust, and then Ed took off. Couldn't bullshit them. Right. These are the kind of people you can't bullshit.
Okay.
That's the kind of leader you want.